Y'all having a good time out there honking horns? All right, I'm a little early, and so therefore, and tell me how that you're here. I got to see a few people in the house. Ain't got nobody here yet. Okay. All right. Glasses look good. I don't need my glasses. I got one person in the house. There's one. Yes, sirree. Update you on everything. Saturday. Well, how there. Anyway, I thought I had it all good. I went and got a water pump on it. No water on my credit card. Then when I fired her up, she wanted to die at every stop sign. Or when you get to pull out from a driveway, she wanted to die. Oh, that's dangerous around here. Yeah. So, discovered I needed a new throttle body. That's the original throttle body on my 1988 Chevy Silverado half-ton heavy. So I was having, it's just bad. Yeah. Had to borrow $500 for that one. And it ain't got here yet. I just called the mechanic about 30 minutes ago, and it ain't here. I mean, it ain't hard to put in. Okay, it's 4 bolts and 2 lines. Okay, that's it to put it in there. Not a big deal. I so dearly want to go to the rally in Jeff City on Saturday. Kind of important, especially since I called Billy Long and office, and they told me they didn't know. And then when I told them about the rally and what was going on, they said, "Oh, you need to call his campaign office." So I called his campaign office. You see, he's a running for senator of Missouri, going to take Roy Blunt's place. And he's a really nice feller. And he's got us in his heart. Yes, he does. He hands up. He's all up. No, proper though. What I got really is important. I know I cut up all the time. I do have a good joke for you though. Do you know the difference between a dog laying in the road done been hit and a politician laying in the road done been hit? You're going to find 6 foot of skid marks in front of that dog. Yeah, I think that's why I like Billy Long. He's not a politician. He's a big old boy, farm boy from down around these here parts. Yeah, he wasn't raised with no silver spoon or been in politics all his life. No, he's not a career politician. Now, he is going to jump up. He served his time as a representative, and now he wants to be a senator. Well, that's the way it works. You don't stay all the time in one position, like Pelosi. That do go to get out and vote? Problem is, not that many of them get up and go to the polls. So they vote people like Pelosi into office 6 times because nobody runs against her. She's the only one on the ballot. Y'all need to make sure she gets primaried. Same way with Schiff and Schumer. Get them primaried. And Miss Waters, yeah, make sure she gets primaried. Political pit. I vote and not that. Well, no, lately I have to admit I'm going to vote Republican because I can't see what the difference. I know they ain't all that way. Heck, my son and daughter-in-law voted for Biden. Yeah, they didn't really vote for Biden. They voted against Trump. They really didn't pay attention to what the man was doing for us, But that's beside the point. No, it's not. I really, really, really think that them people got something up their sleeve. Believe me, I can't understand. I don't believe because I was in the army. And before I could get in the army, I had to stand up and hold up my right hand and say, I had to hold up my hand. No, well, I don't know. It was my military right. Hold up my right hand and swear, taking oath, that I would protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now we got some domestic enemies that think they rule us. Well, I'll have you know I don't live in no democracy where people are elected to rule over me. No! I live in a constitutional republic. And it's about time everybody, you need to call all your friends. Y'all need to get me some flowers. Oh, good Lord. Everybody, I'd go buy Vistaprint. I'd go online to Vistaprint. And I'd order me a whole parcel of them flowers. Then I'd take my little old fanny butt down to the landing. Yeah, we'll have 100,000 people visit there this coming week Friday. Oh, there'll be people wall to wall from every single state in the United States and many different countries. And you see, I just got to stand there and go, howdy, y'all. Hey, where y'all from? Oh, you're from Iowa. Well, welcome to Branson. Hey, have you heard about the convoy? Oh, Lord, we've got a convoy that's gone coast to coast. And you're coming back again. Yeah. And you want to know, oh, he's fighting for some real good things like to end this emergency act that they placed on us that's taking our constitutional rights. Oh, if they do, chances are it might come across the friggin' country. Better not come to Missouri. No, sirree. In Missouri, we got and we exercise them. This is the show me state. Sir, and y'all need to make 2 copies. We're going to wake up the people. They've been playing our streets for too dang long. I like to say they got their head up their rear end. That's probably about more accurate. Giving country in the whole friggin' world. No country comes helps us out when we have a hurricane or tornado. We helps ourselves. But let them get a tsunami, man, and poof, America's right there. Helping pick up for pieces. There's something that happens during a disaster. And I'll tell you, I worked many of them. It's aftermath work. And it can go on for years. People's whole houses wash away. When I went down there, we found a house with an address on it that was started 30 miles south. Ended up in the middle of the dang road. People didn't have nothing but American people. They stepped up, and then folks found out what the real treasure is. It ain't that house and them longings that you got. It ain't that land neither. It's your loved ones. It's the people that come and to help you because of the kindness of their heart and don't ask for anything in return. Except maybe a drink of water, cold glass of lemonade. Tea's nice too, okay? But they's out there tearing the mud out and moving them boards that got flung all over the place from a tornado. And I ain't getting a penny for it. Politicians, all they want's money. I'll get 10, 15 emails a day. Jim Jordan wanted me to donate. Donald Trump wanted me to donate. Billy Long wanted me to donate. Dave Holly wanted me to donate. You know what? I live on a measly $750 a month Social Security. I paid into Social Security. It was insurance. And I started working as an adult when I was only 15 years old. Worked iron all my life. Hell, I started waiting tables in the family restaurant when I was 5. We knew what work was. We knew how to hoe a garden, how to throw seeds in the ground, how to birth the pigs and cows, hatch eggs and chickens for chicken eggs, hatch them under a dang light bulb. We learned those things. But most of all, we learned to love one another, care about one another. When one of them's hurting, they's all hurting. And right now, my country's hurting. And she got 380 million people in her. Plus all them that's, well, I may say 340 million because of all them people coming across illegally like. Nary of them get out and vote. Practice their God-given right to choose the people they want to represent them. Now remember, California, you voted for that dang Bumpy Wicks up and wrote that bill trying to make it okay. If you got postpartum depression after you've had your baby for a month and you can't stand this crying, so you take it to the bathtub and drown it and it's okay. No, it ain't. You can't kill something that's already living. Now, mind you, there's times, okay? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know, when their life is going to be miserable, I might understand it. You know, they're born with their brain on the outside of their head. And a puppy born like that one time had to knock it, had to kill it. Its head brain was out on the outside of its head when it was born. That hurts. I've raised baby squirrels on the bottom because they's God creatures too. I'll find a good, flycatcher spider in my house. That's a black one with a little white dot on it. He's welcome. He ain't gonna bother me, but he gonna catch flies. Gallinaper, call them mosquito hawks. They look like a great big old long-legged mosquito, No, they ain't out to bite me. They's gonna bite the skeeter that's trying to bite me. They's welcome too. I ain't never met no stranger. Really ain't. That's why I gotta get some flowers. You can send them flowers to me in care of the Stagecoach RV Park at 5751 State Highway 165 in Branson, Missouri. Of course, I'm in Branson. Yes, I am. And it's 65616. It says it's a zip code. And you know what? I get them. I'll fold them. I'll get some help from my neighbors here in my park to help me fold them. And I'll get my scooter in my car, and I'll go downtown Branson. Yeah, my home stomping ground. And I'll put them in the basket. I'll fill the basket up with them, maybe about water, for me. But I'll fill that basket up with them flowers, and I start talking to people. And I start making them laugh a little, and I tell them a story, and then I get them to take a flower. So they can go back to their motel, and out of all them beautiful rat cards, this one looks different, feels different. It's just a flower. And they read it. They read it because they remember the crazy little lady in the hat. All dressed in red, white, and blue. With a contagious laugh. I'm going to make them smile before I drop the bomb on them that our country's in trouble and it needs you. Each of you, we need you. Takes us all. Hey, yeah, it really does. So you gotta get people's attention. When you go out telling them we go out with them flowers, you don't go, hey, you know what these people are trying to do? Hey, you doing that? No. Tell ain't the way you get the point across. You get the point across when you get their heart first, honey. Yeah. You gotta get their heart before you can get their mind. So you go out there to the mall, and you walk around. You put you on something crazy. I know it's crazy, but it gets attention. Okay? And you go out there and you go, oh, hello, how are you? Oh, I know you from somewhere. Oh, no, that person was ugly and mean. You're not mean at all. I got them laughing. Hey, did you hear about that convoy? You didn't? Well, they've been this big old trucking convoy and people, cars, and motorhomes that's all got flags waving on their vehicles, and they's a traveling across the country. They done went from California to Washington, D.C., trying to wake people up about the emergency mandates, the Emergency Powers Act and the mandates, and how they've been locking businesses up and all. They got all upset about it. And then they went out to California. When bills passed in California, they end up coming here. Anyway, they was passing bills out there. Oh, horrible, tyrannical kind of bills. The kind of bills that says you can't say anything unless the government approves of it. Yeah, that's SB 1390. It's in the California Senate. It is, and they got one that they voted out of assembly Yeah, they voted it out and sent it over to get to figure out how it was going to cost them over to appropriations. And it allows a person to kill a baby clear up until it's 26 or 27 weeks old. That don't sound like abortion to me. That sounds like murder. But they probably that 11 stupid people voted for that out of committee after hearing 102 people say they didn't want it. Only 7 people wearing masks. Scared people. I'm scared you're going to give me something. Wearing masks. Get up there and they said, I highly support this bill. And walked on. Okay? But 102 in 1 hour. 102 people told them that they did not want it to pass to make sure you say no. And then people did it anyway. Passed it on in to find out how much it was going to cost to appropriations. Then it goes to the House for a full vote. Woo! Doggy baby. That's called making it legal to commit murder. Now, if that ain't a Chinese type of thing, where they was killing babies if you couldn't have more than one, well, that's not the country I was raised in. I was raised in a country that cared about these people, cared about the world's people too. I remember when in Ethiopia back when I was a youngin', and them folks was starving to death. Baby with arms that ain't no bug around my little finger, big old belly pushing 'cause it's hungry. Made me clean my plate. Kids are starving in Ethiopia. Hey, Mom, I'm full. Can you send that to the kids in Ethiopia? I, I ate at least one bite of everything my mom put on my plate, and so did my youngins. Learn not to be picky. Yep, you cook it, I'll eat it. Yep, that's how come I learned to eat squirrel, rabbit, rabbits, yeah, and deer and elk and antelope and some bear. I've even had me some rattlesnake. I've learned to eat just about anything except I ain't eating what the government's trying to feed me. I'm taking no dang experimental jab in the arm. I ain't a doing it. I ain't a taking it. No. But that's my personal opinion. My right. It's my choice. I'm healthy. I take my zinc, my vitamin D3. I take me some calcium and some vitamin C, and I eat me some berries. I eat me a rainbow. And when I eats me a rainbow, I feels good. So enough of that politicking talking, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Huh? We got Phyllis and Kayway and LJ and Hawkan. Oh my goodness, folks, how are you? I hope you guys take this and share it because I needs me some flowers. If I has me some flowers, I could just I could turn the world upside down. That's all. I just needs me some flowers. You get me information in writing, then I can make sure and give to people so I can save my vocal cords a little. Okay? They are new. I just had them redone a year ago. So, yeah. And I got me this pretty pink karaoke microphone so that when I get ready to tell a story, all the people with them all kind of gather around and listen to me tell a story. And when I'm through, I hand them the pamphlet like it's my business card. Get me some flowers. This is a bacon. I wasn't expecting to spend no $500 on a throttle body. I wasn't. I didn't break my limit that much. I knew I needed some credit because my tires is plenty worn out on that old truck. You know, that old truck been in a lot of places. It did Rita and Katrina and Ivan, the tornado in Paris City, and the one in Clever, the one in Oklahoma City. It's been all over taking care of other folks. Heck, I was a mother of 4 when I was 15. I have raised 10 beautiful children and never gave birth to a single one. But they all walked across the stage and got their diplomas. They all went on to have careers, not jobs. And they went on to raise great youngins, and I got some real great grandbabies that coming up. Don't ever get to see them because they didn't particularly like the way they was raised, some of them. But look how they turned out. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be their friend. I was their mother. And I had chores to do. How's my mama doing? She called me today. She's doing just fine. Her and my sister Terry went shopping today and got some of them battery powered weed eaters and leaf blowers and hedge trimmers. So that my brother passed away, and so my sister-in-law Terry, she's by herself now, and she's got to do it all by herself. And there's only 77 acres to take care of. Yeah, it's a job for a single woman. Uh, Call the convoy or email and ask for a case to be sent to you. They will. No, they won't. They send me the PDF. I've got the PDF 5 times. I don't need the PDF. Now I've done sent it out. I sent the PDF out to all my groups on MeWe. I got lots of groups on MeWe. And I sent it out to all my friends and my groups on Facebook. The PDF. But honey, you know there's a lot of folks on vacation and they ain't really paying attention to that stuff. And if they are, they're paying attention to doggy video. I gotta put something in their hand. I gotta put a thought in the head. But I got to get the heart first. And if I don't get the heart, you got to be able to get the heart. Don't yell at people. Won't get you nothing. You yell at me, I walk away. Don't scream at me. Don't look angry. Well, if you... No, that ain't the way you got to do it. And not everybody can do that. I realize it. It takes a thespian, an actress, an actor. Yeah, somebody that can turn their emotions on and off at a blink of an eye. Yeah, like my old truck. I wish my old truck would. See how I can do that? It's called being an actress. I can do anything. I can be anybody. I choose to be this dumb looking, highly intelligent hillbilly. Because a hillbilly to me, I was raised in these hills. Hillbillies to me were loving, caring, free spirited kind of folk. And that's the kind of folk I want people to remember the hillbilly by. So if I play Cousin Jesse, the little hillbilly on the street, I teach them something. Yes, I had an original flyer, and I took it down to Mr. Sir Speedy to get it copied. And it cost me 70 cents a copy. And I bought 10. Cost me near $11 with the Brits and tourist tax. And I didn't have them in my hands 10 minutes. Until somebody, they were in the parking lot when I came out. There was people coming in. And I talked to them. And I gave it to them. And then I went to the gas station to get some gas. And there was a lady at the counter, and there was somebody over there getting coffee, and there was someone else over there, just sitting down reading the paper. But they's gone in 10 minutes. I can't afford 70 cents a copy. And they don't look good if they ain't in color. Because even them cost me 14 cents a piece. No, you can't go to senior center and run off copies like that. This here's, it might be a rich some town, but it's not really I don't know where to go. I can go on the street and I give of my time for free. I can give of my talent for free. I can do that. So I'm just saying, if there's somebody out there, I see it all the time on these live stream things. But I ain't asking for nothing for me. I don't need a penny. I'm going to be able to cover what I got going out, thanks to my mama. My mama lent me money to make sure that I got what I needed for my truck. She wants me to succeed at this live stream stuff in with the convoy. She knows what it means to me. So she lent me $300 for the gas. She lent me another $300 for the fixing up of my truck, and another $100 to help me get a Rumble account so I won't have to watch what I say. Okay. Really? The senior center's gonna let me use their copy machine for free? Well, thank God I'm at the senior center tomorrow and have me some lunch. Yes, I will. And if they'll let me bring in a ream of pepper, I got enough dang pennies to buy a ream of paper. I'll buy me a ream of paper. And then I'll get me some flyers, won't I? And if I can get me some flyers, I'm going to live stream. Well, I'm going to live video. Okay, probably. Because I live stream on my laptop and I don't know how to do it on my phone yet. But I know how to do videos on my phone. And I'll go and I'll show you guys. I will demonstrate to you how you get people to listen, then read and awaken. Please do. My email's down there in the description. You can email me. And if you do, I'll send you my phone number. Because I do much better when I can pass on emotion. Something you can't get out of the text. Oh, emojis, they don't do it. When I call up Billy Long's office today, and I didn't get a hold of Billy Long. Got hold of one of his telephone people. That's the way it's done. And I said, "You tell Billy, this here's Simone Miller again." I said, "You tell Billy they's having a rally Saturday right there in Jefferson City, and he better go. It's important. It really is. We need to know that he's standing with us. Yes, we do." And that's exactly how I said it. He says, "Ooh, his campaign needs to know that too. They need to set up at the rally. Call the campaign office." And "Wait a minute, got something to write down on?" I said, "Just a minute." I gets me a pencil and I wrote the number down and I picked up the telephone and I called him. I told him we's having a rally on the 30th there, right there in Jefferson City. Yes, it's the People's Convoy people and a whole bunch of others. All the overpass supporters. Yeah, you need to be there. And Billy needs to go and say something. He needs to talk to them folks. Yes, it did. Just like that. Got my point across, made it important, and they liked listening to how I say it. Oh, you will? Thank you. Hi, Dave. I have been a ranting and not a watching the chat. You all understand that. I'm on a mission, a nationwide movement. Got folks standing up. Oh, yay. It just thrills me to death. Some people wonder if this is me or if this. I heard it said today on Melanie's Girl One. Somebody asked him if I was for real. Yes, 100% real. An actress? Yes. A live street actress? Yes. I play a part. But that part is a character that comes from my heart. Someone I created. I created this little character. She wasn't always old. She's been this character a long time. I started this character back in my 30s. I started out, I ran a bus receptive business and tour guide business here in Branson, where I climbed on a bus and played the little character all day long. I went to the shows. I ate dinner with them, and I slept in their same motels that they did. I got to know tourists and what they liked. Sitting on a bus driving through traffic's boring. But when you're sitting on the bus, got a character like me telling stories in the aisle, it ain't boring. I figured out a little character can make money. I was a tour guide. I got really good tips. People like that character. You know, like I said, you can have some shipped to the Branson Stagecoach RV Park. You can look it up on the website. Got a nice park here if you ever want to come to Branson and you got yourselves an RV. Really good park. And we even got 3 rental cabins, but they go quick. Yes, they do. We got the Annie Oakley and the Duke and uh Water. That's the names of the cabins. Kind of cool, huh? Here, and we got the Hungry Hunter restaurant. So if you ever want to come here, but the people in my park will They're wonderful people. If you ever come here to Branson, I I just know that I'm not playing a character. The mannerisms, the voice, the, the loud talking. Okay, that's all part of this cousin Jesse character that people have become so fond of. Most people, a lot of people don't even know me by my real name. They only know me as cousin Jesse. I went into Golden Corral the other day and I had called ahead of time and said, Darla, answered. I said, Darla, this is Mona. How late is the senior special on? And she told me. I said, okay, I'll be right there. When I got there, I looked at her and said, thank you, Darla, for taking my call. She says, Mona? No, it can't be. You're cousin Jesse. You have been cousin Jesse for 30 years. I don't think I ever really knew your real name. I said, oh, it's Mona. I'll tell you what, y'all take some lessons from me. If you can get this on to some of them people in that convoy, take 4 or 5 people in one car. Take 4 people in one car. Don't go alone. And go to Fisherman's Wharf. Go to the tourist attractions. Visit with folks before you drop a bombshell on them. Okay? You don't tell them their country's bad right off the bat. You say, oh man, I like that outfit. Oh, look at the color of that hair. Oh, that hair is just absolutely gorgeous. So, where are you all from? Works wonders. Never had anybody get mad at me. I have a shirt that says free hugs. And I like going over to Silver Dollar City. And I just sit there on the bench, and pretty soon somebody comes up and says, I want one. And I give them a hug. And then somebody else says, well, I want one too. And I give away hugs constantly. Then I can put a flyer in their hand. This is the way you do it. Now, got one more lesson for all you people planning on attending your state rallies. Okay? Freedom! Freedom! It's a great word, but it details no form of action. If you're going to be a talking to your people that your elected employees, what you say should give them instruction. Freedom! Freedom! Don't tell them nothing. Wait till you see my truck. My truck has on what you should be saying. You should hours on it. Same thing. Yeah, piece of chance. Yeah, all sitting down. Everybody sitting down and just demand. The chant should be, we the people demand to be heard. We the people demand to be heard. Got to get them to hear you before you can get them to take action on anything. They got to get the cotton out of their ears. Okay? But you're blowing horns so loud they can't hear what you're going to say. Honk as you go by and then stop. You pass in front of the Capitol, honk as you go past the Capitol, and then quit. You want people to hear, listen, so they can think about what's being said. Don't turn them off. Okay? Now, It's almost 6 o'clock here anyway. I'll need to get outside, and I've got some plants I got to get in before nightfall. And I intend to have my. I've already got my fire pit packed, so I intend to have me a fire this evening. Burn up the rest of the sticks and the limbs that was all over the yard in my little fire pit, and clean it all up because Good Sam's coming. They're gonna raid our park, and I want to make sure that I have the prettiest site in the place. I'm on one of the permanent like sites, and I'll have a beautiful place, and you'll see that too in that video that I uploaded for today. Yeah, you get to see my truck, the flags I got on it, and what I have to say on the back end of it and down the sides of it. And there's some signatures on it already. Folks have started to sign it that are here. The folks that worked on it, the neighbors, just started to sign my truck, which is just thrills me to death. And I gotta get that throttle body. Well, it's gotta come in. I have no control over that. Okay, I've been loaned the money to pay for the part, and I got it, but I gotta wait for the part to come in. I put it out on a Missouri, the People's Convoy Missouri official thing today, that and let them know that I don't that I don't get my truck fixed. I ain't got no way to get to Jeff City. My little car won't make it there, and I don't have any way to get to Jeff City. So they gonna be beating up at Evans Road. I could get a ride to Evans Road off of 65. I could do that. My friend that comes and gets me coffee every morning, he'd take me that far. I'd give him a little for gas, and he'd take me. I hope somebody's got a spare seat. If they do, hey, I'm fun to ride along with. I have ride with you. Okay? Guarantee it. Guarantee it. I'll never have a sad moment. And I want y'all to take note. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to say goodnight, but I want y'all to know something. You take these words and you have to. Mine belongs own mouth. Okay? Good morning. This is God. And I do not need your help. So you just go have a marvelous day. Love you. Good night.